Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sulfa Julani Arsaide. In this video, I will read about results of the discussion from the first to the seventh meeting. The first and second meeting. In this meeting, we learn about the basics of language testing. Language testing is the process of evaluating a person's language ability using specific tools or methods. It helps teachers understand students' strengths and weakness in learning a language. We also explored why testing is important in education, especially in assessing language skills like speaking, writing, listening, and reading. This week laid the foundation for the understanding how language tests support teaching and learning. The third meeting, assessments, concepts, and issues. We learn about different types and purposes of language assessments. These include achievement tests to measure learning outcomes, diagnostic tests to identify learners' difficulties, placement tests to determine students' initial level, proficiency tests to assess overall language ability, and aptitude tests to predict language learning potential. Each test serves a specific function and has unique characteristics. Understanding these types helps teachers choose or design the most appropriate assessment tools based on students' needs and learning goals. Next, the fourth meeting, principles of language assessment. In this meeting, we focus was on the 5 main principles of language assessment. Namely is practicality, reliability, validity, authenticity, and washback. We discuss how a good test should be practical and easy to administer, produce consistent results, measure what it is supposed to measure, reflect real life language use, and have positive effects on teaching and learning. These principles are important for teachers to consider when creating or selecting language assessment for their students. Next, fifth meeting, designing classroom language tests. In this meeting, we focused on the practical steps for designing effective classroom language tests. The process begins with identifying clear, measurable objectives. Next, we create a test specification outlining the language skills to be assessed. After that, we develop tests with clear instruction that match the objectives. Lastly, we design multiple choice questions that are easy to understand and can effectively measure various learning outcomes. These steps helps ensure fairness, clarity, and alignment with course goals. Next, sixth meeting, standard-based assessment. This week focused on standard-based assessment, emphasizing the evaluation of student performance using clearly defined learning standards. We explore how English language standards are designed, the role of assessment like LPAC and CASAS, and the importance of teachers' standards. Additionally, the SCANS framework from the U.S. Department of Labor was introduced, which highlights essential workplace skills and is used to assess learners' functional language abilities and higher order thinking skills in real-world contexts. Next, 7 meeting, standardized testing. In this meeting, we learn about standardized testing. This type of test is commonly used because it offers several advantages, such as being easy to administer, applicable to large group, and providing quick results. However, standardized tests also have weakness, including potential bias, lack of contextual relevance, and fairness issues. We also studied the steps involved in designing a standardized test, which include identifying the purpose, creating test specifications, and selecting the language skills to be assessed. I think enough for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.